Oh dang, I forgot to turn my lights off. Dear me. There should be Audrey. Audrey named after the man-eating plant in... Oh dang, I forgot to turn my lights off. Dear me. Oh, no, they are time warp. There should be Audrey. Audrey named after the man-eating plant in... Oh dang, I forgot to turn my lights off. Dear me. Oh, no, they are time warp. There should be Audrey. Audrey named after... A repetition of what I'm saying. Being picked up by my headset. So, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take Lemma through to Nyx. See what salvage is like in Nyx. I got a bit bored of doing salvage in or in N. I thought I'd try Nyx, and I may have a go at if his reclaimer can actually survive a very basic security mission. And if it can, then we'll salvage what we can out of it.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Pick up any players who want a cruise ship up to the moment.
Engines online. Quantum fuel.
Okay, there's Audrey. Extra camera. Oh, I cannot remember. Really annoying. Oh well. 1.5 hours. Need to disappear and finish the laundry and go to a doctor, so.
You are cleared for liftoff. Hurston Dynamics thanks you.
Finally off. Go. Rocky Horror Picture. That's who. Named after man-eating plant. Rocky Horror. I do like the reclaimer. Lights off. Occasionally turn the lights on when I'm salvaging so I have a better view of what I'm doing. Order 2. Same size looks small, but when you EVA it.
Shields offline. Always nice to get view of a ship. But we're gonna go to pot. Gateway. Or made the gateway, but oh, light for us.
Takes long to get in space one. Tab mode.
Quantum travel initiated.
Yes, at the moment the Reclaimer is my favourite ship. Not sure why. I do like the Idris and big ships. Actually, I don't really like the Polaris. Polaris doesn't feel to flow right for me. Perseus, I've been in it. I look at it. It looks great, but I haven't flown it. Um, but I do like the feel, the flow of the Perseus. And I think one of the things I really like about the Perseus is that ability to load, to reload the torpedo tube. That just feels to me just a little bit more centered, whereas the torpedo that's going to be, or the torpedoes will go in, load out the torpedo. It just feels better, I suppose. I suppose it makes me feel, yeah, you'd have your cargo torpedoes in your and you'd load them, keep going, but the cost of torpedoes is exorbitant. So, you're welcome. Bit do the live streaming, so expertise, lacking. Here. Excellent. Possible. Yes, we did.
Quantum travel initiated.
To those who've just joined, feel free to say. Love to hear from you. So I'm going to try a bit of salvaging Nyx and see what it's like. I'm going to see if I can survive one of the beginner missions for the security stuff. Up that chain, up building up that rep.
Quantum fuel at 75%.
About an hour, hour or so. I've got to disappear. Do some
Quantum travel complete.
laundry. Joys of the joys of being civilized. Months ago. I have been to Nick. Went there once. Thought it was empty. I did it in PTU. I haven't been to Nick's yet. Station. Accent. Some points. Master. Station. I think over halfway. Right, we're gonna get it muted. Well, not lined up with not the best. I guess I'd love it. Right. Shield back on.
Shields online.
Okay. How do we want it? Very empty area, isn't it? Nyx Gateway, or Stanton Gateway, Pyro Gateway, and Levski. Really are well populated.
Shields offline. Quantum travel initiated.
Hey, Fawn. Really well. Sorry, I missed your chat message. I think I may have been flying through the hole at the time. Okay, okay. What about yourself? Yes, Fawn. Very rarely have ever used it, so yeah. I have a doctor's appointment I've got to get to today, so laundry, I'll be do that. Play the game, go to laundry, head to the doctor. Yeah, so it's going to be a busy day once I head out. And I've got to head out about 8:30 now, 8:30 a.m. now, so
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel
I need to leave it
complete.
about. I'll leave it about 10:30, so that's about 2 hours. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. It's going to be a max of about 25, I think. Yeah, max of. Max of 24. So I'll just get to Levski, and I've just been pinged that my watch is done. So I'll disappear for a bit. But once I'm in Levski, I will go do that. Or once I'm in Stone, I'll go do that, and then I'll go look at. And I'll come back and look at. Unlike other gamers, I don't have a. I'll be back soon. Right. asteroid. I think I really need to do that. I'm in Sydney, so it's a nice, cool spring morning and the days we've been having. Last week we had a few quite warm days. Yesterday and today were here. They're going to be. So, are you a person who plays Star Citizen Thorn, or are you just catching the stream and having a gander? That is so beautiful. That is cool. I didn't realize you were. Oh, nice. I didn't realize you were a first-time chatter. Well, welcome to the stream. Awesome. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing. So what do you fly? What have you got? What do you like to fly? We're in a little bit. Yeah, I used to think I'd like mining. I haven't enjoyed mining as much as I enjoy salvage. And I think it's because salvage has that multiple steps, like you take the cargo off the ship, take the weapons off, then scrape the ship, and then you disintegrate it. So it's a little bit more engaged than mining, where you find a rock, you basically fracture the rock, and then you break the rock down. And I hope and expect that we'll find that salvage becomes a little bit more complex. I'd like to think that mining would be a little bit more complex, but I haven't done much commodity trading though. I wouldn't mind getting into that, but yeah, I haven't done that yet. I usually just trade what I salvage. You'll excuse me for a little bit. I'm going to go take care of my laundry. Hopefully will not be long. longer than that. Bear with me, please. That is the Reclaimer, Thorn. I really like the Reclaimer. It's got character. It's a shoddy ship. Bad internals, but it's got character. It's a bit. I'll walk through it in a minute, and I'll show you the inside if you haven't seen it. But I'm still doing the laundry. I'll be back in a minute. Just came back to make sure the screen didn't go into, you've been absent too long. We've kicked you out. Back soon. Back soon. I'm back. I was just checking. And hello in YouTube. Welcome. I'm back from doing the laundry. Like I said, I've got about a half now, and I'll have to disappear, go to a doctor. Actually, 2 hours. 2 hours time I've got to head out. Roughly, so yeah. Go there. Alright, so land, we'll go to Med Bay because we do need
Docking
to
request approved.
docking. Especially when I don't know where the docking terminals are. Docking port 3, there you go. Assume that's the one we've got. The docking port before. Oh my luck, I'm wrong. A little bit more. I know it takes longer when I slow the speed down like that, but better safe than sorry, yeah? Like I said, I haven't been here since PTU, and in PTU I did not bring the reclaimer, so I don't remember exactly what I brought. It certainly wasn't a big ship. At least I can't remember bringing a big ship. Right. I think this is the landing one I've got.
Contact.
Yeah. before. Alright. How are we in relation to that? What now? Millimile, that is not lined up. That part. The docking, no, too far away. Right? Docking will be cancelled. Why am I coming through here? I am coming through here because I need to go to a mid bay. Because if I die here, then I'll be taken back to Hurston, and that will be an absolute coup. I always do that. I always get them back to front. Alright, where are we? Back a bit up, I think. A little bit the outflows we of course we're going to be still way off. They, that looks like my docking point still. I can't. I'm hoping. Probably the one thing I suck at, really, well, apart from PvP fighting. But docking, I've never really got the hang of this. Theoretically, that should be lined up, but it's not. It's lined up to the back of a ship. Doesn't make sense. I have a feeling it's actually lined up to the side of a ship, so unless this is not docking port 3. That would be the other thing. Looks like docking port 3. Docking. I really think I picked the wrong docking port. Really cannot for me work out how to dock this thing. Of course, autopilot does not want to dock because I don't have it lined up enough. What a piece of rubbish. How to annoy people. Make docking almost impossible. Ah. Right, so that was our dock because it just rescinded. Okay. Right, we've left a restricted area where it's docking. Docking collet. Just to make my life a misery. So the good news is I did have a right docking collar. I did read the map right. But I'd like to be able to dock the blasted ship just so I can do the first aid. Just so I can do a mission. But of course, that ain't happening. Got me facing that way. And two. Oh, don't get it. Don't freaking get it. There's no way. Right. Yeah, what's wrong? How can that? That is insane. I think I need to practice on the Perseus. I'm told the Perseus is a much better ship to dock with because you can actually see the docking port from the bridge. You can actually line yourself up a lot better. Have this much problems in Hurston. Or instead, just this piece of rubbish. Not that I'm biased or anything. Right, I can't do the auto land because it won't let me. Go in and try flipping it around. The only thing I can think of. Of course it's screwed up. What else would happen with this ship? I am useless to find this big person. Oh, no, sod this. If I die, bloody well die. I'm done trying to land this piece of shit. And I apologize for that. But there's so much you can do. I spent 40 minutes trying to do that. It feels like 40 minutes. It's probably 20. Alright, so what have we got? Don't want to do bounty hunting. Nope. Don't want to do hauling. Nope. Mercenary. Okay. Right. Seeking experienced combat parts. New defense contract. Intersec. Guess we'll try. Oh, that's expensive. That's a big one. We require you to travel to a wreck site. Eliminate. Alright, we'll accept that offer. This is going to end badly, I can tell. We'll see. Let's try that again. It's called the screen sticking. Right. So Levski with entire a piece of rubbish. Leaving. So I was lining up, it just was not registering properly. I don't know what was going on with it. But it did not seem to be wanting to register that the ship was. Trying to turn our ship off and trying to get in nav mode. The thing. Guys watching on YouTube, hope you are still there, Thorn. I don't know how the hell the dock or reclaim Rotlevsky. Line it up and it was completely opposite, so I'm not sure. I put it down to the reclaimer has issues. Not that I have issues. No, I never have issues. I think I've probably got an out. So I want to try and do at least something before I have to try and leave. And if I can't dock, it means I'm going to have to, well, log out in game. I can do that. Don't know what I'm in for. I'm hoping that my PD actually do a job. Only a few light fighters. And we got something else there as well. What else we got? Cat's going to make it difficult, I think. We got Cutlass. Might be able to take out the PDCs. Oh, what are we getting hit by? The caterpillar. Of course, it's a caterpillar. No, I think it's something bigger. Of course, it's something bigger. I don't need more guns. Probably need to recruit someone on those size 5s, but
Asshole. Asshole.
I should merge. Help us a little bit.
bastard.
You should have a look at it.
Asshole. Asshole. Asshole.
Shields under fire.
I want to crew a gunner. And a size 5 turret. That'd be nice.
Need backup.
So do I.
Shields under fire.
No, no, no. Ah!
Power again? I know, this is the worst combat fight you guys have probably ever seen.
Bastard. Asshole.
Shields
Asshole.
No, you don't. No, that's fine. Fine, one probably opened up as well. Right, well, took us long enough. Can we salvage anything out of him? aren't down. Taking too much damage. Pesky fighters. Mind you, I wouldn't want fighting people. Down. Something out this. Hey, Jace.
Aegis combat assist. Systems green.
Yes, I am into Star Citizen. I've been into Star Citizen for a long time. Wait. Factor it in. Not too far out, I think. If you want, says, I am in the Southern Cross Alliance chat in the Nyx Discord, in the Nyx Discord channel, so you're welcome to come and join me. And you're welcome to come and join the ship if you like. I often end up running solo because, in answer to your question, because when I'm free, my org mates aren't. So when I'm free to play, like I am at the moment, everyone's offline. Mind you, I've got about an hour and I have to go, so but it would be awesome. Like that Caterpillar and the fighters would have been. I don't think I contested if I'd had a full crew on this thing because it's an easy mission. I wouldn't want to take the harder missions. Closer still. Of course, it just got shotted all across the universe, wherever it went. I have no idea. It just went a million miles. Oh, it went onto that side. Okay. It wants to be on that side. Fine, it can be on that side.
Aegis combat assist activated.
But yeah, I often end up flying solo. Not that I necessarily want to fly solo. It's just the way it ends up being. Of course, he's just out of arc. That'd be right. But yeah, I usually do. A lot of my time gets chewed up doing info runners. Well, and then when I am free to play, either they're doing the org's either doing something else, or so yeah. But I am with Southern Cross Alliance. I do quite a few things. It'd be a lot quicker with a second scraper too. I'd normally strip the weapons off, but bit of an opponent's out. But I am limited for time, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I'm cool with meeting up with people. I'm crewing with people that don't even have to take my ships out. Although, I think I've got a crap ton.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
right. Probably a bit. Skip a little bit more. Other bits of wreckage. Oh, we got the first of the contracts done in reclaimment. Took forever. I think it would have been a lot better with a. Well, any multi-cruise ship's going to be better with multi-crew. Turrets can be manned. When you're salvaging, it's a lot quicker. Like this is really a 2-3 man ship, and if you've got a crew, even a second person, makes much a difference. Yep. Oh, and Jace, you're a first-time chatter as well. Awesome. I'm hopeless at Twitch. Hopeless at picking up the first-time chatters, and that's the caterpillar we destroyed before. So this would be worth going on, and so close. That was so close to being a tragedy. Alright, do I have... Hey, Wayne.
Hello, Algarid. How are you, mate?
Ah, fair.
I saw you're on, and I thought, oh, well, I'm actually putting up Christmas decorations. Michelle has given me my instructions for the day.
Yeah, I've got another 40 minutes or so, and then I've got to head out. I've got a doctor's appointment I've got to head to.
Oh, yeah.
The joys of getting older, mate.
Oh, that's it. Exactly right. Well, I talk about it every day now, actually. Like, you've got your issues you've told me about. I've got diabetes and almost on insulin, and it's that is a self-inflicted thing. There's no doubt about that for me. I've working on the railway lines all my life, and that kept you fit and active, and then all of a sudden I take a desk job chasing money before retirement, sitting on my bum 15, 16 hours a day, and all of a sudden you get this stupid bloody thing.
Yeah.
And it's with me for the rest of my life, and it's slowly the sugars are going up, and I reckon I'm probably a week away from insulin now. I go to the doctors on Friday.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter what I do, I cannot bring my sugars down other than starvation. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to do that. Bugger that for a joke. Give me whatever it is, medicines that are available to help, because I want to enjoy my Christmases and things like that without eating bloody rabbit food.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? Easter comes around and you get Easter eggs. Christmas comes around and you've got the mince pies and...
Oh, yeah, I like my food. My wife's the same. Michelle and I, we enjoy going to our cafes and restaurants and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't want to give all that shit up, like everyone's got to have their little thing, their little vice, their whatever.
Yeah,
and mine is I enjoy company and a good coffee and a bicky or something like that.
You get a good coffee. Good coffee is an absolute gem.
It is. It makes it almost is one of those life-changing
Idiot.
experience things where you just think, fuck the world. I'm
Yep.
going to enjoy this little thing because it just makes everything so good.
Yep.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I just screwed my salvage of a caterpillar that I had to
Oh,
kill for a
no.
mission because I just tracted
Yeah.
it and it was too heavy for my tractor, so it's now drifting. It's a real
Ah,
annoyance.
I would get on and help you, but
Uh, like I said,
once I get on, I'm buggered. So, yeah.
I've got to get disappear soon anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I just saw you in, thought I'd just say hello. I'll do my daily jobs around the house, walk the doggies, do everything I have to do, and then I'm going to come back and have a game myself. So if you're on a bit later, I'll find you.
it's
If
possible that I got the doctors and I've got to get to Parramatta and then I've got to
yeah,
then I've
yeah,
got things on that I've got to do tonight. So it's going to be a busy
it's that
from
time
12
of
o'clock onwards, basically. So
that time of the year. So I'm the same. My calendar is full between now and New Year's,
yeah,
and I like doing nothing, but unfortunately, you got to do what you got to do.
I was
All
going to
right,
go into
mate.
this caterpillar and salvage the guts, but I'm just going to scrape it.
Yeah. Well, I'll leave you in peace, Elgrid,
All right,
and
you
have a
take care,
good
mate.
day. And I'll talk to you another time. Good on you.
You
Bye
take
bye.
care, bud. Bye. So yeah, that was one of the orc. So I think Southern Cross Alliance, we're pretty chill. One of the things I do like about them. As I said, I would normally go through this ship and I would normally take everything out, weapons off, components out. But due to the fact that I do have to go soon, I'm just going to salvage what I can and then head back to Levski. And given that I had so much trouble trying to dock, I just couldn't dock. Wouldn't dock for the life of me. But you line up the balls and it was like had you pointing tail on. So I think there's the settings are wacko in Levski. Which means because you're not nowhere near set up, it just didn't want to go auto dock as well. Normally, if I'm having trouble docking and I'm lined up, I do the auto dock and it docks me, but that was just so so difficult. And this would usually have cargo in it as well, so salvaging this would usually be quite profitable. I just had to answer a message. I've been told what time I'll get picked up this evening for the ceremony I've got to go to. Because pretty certain it's probably boring for you guys. I did tell Thorn, if you're still there, Thorn, I will go through the Reclaimer if you haven't seen it. And if you haven't seen it either, Jace, I'll go through it. I'll walk through it with you too. Fracture it. Put it not move, but I sat in the wrong seat. You know, it happens. People say the salvage has been gutted in terms of profitability. It's still profitable. It's just not as profitable. And I'm still making, if I go out and do a couple of salvage missions, I'll still make a couple of hundred thou. A nice evening. You know. So, have CIG reduced the value of salvage? Yep. But is it the end of the world? Nope. So, which reminds me, I do have to go back to to Hurston. Oh, Stanton to pick up my refined construction material. The downside of a reclaimer is that it does not appear that you can use the. They don't seem to be able to offload their cargo into the refineries. So you've got to actually offload it on your home base or on a landing pad, put on a ship. It does register and then. Took me a while to work that out. Okay. Out of that chair. Oh, since it seems fairly safe at the moment. For those interested, this is the reclaimer. This one is called Audrey. So you've got your pilot seat, your fracturing and disintegration seat, so basically getting your construction materials. You've got 2 scraping stations. These will get you your RMC. You've then got this room. This is a fairly important room in the long run because you've got your 2 remote turrets. What? That button is impossible. You got your 2 remote turrets, which I cannot remember. There it is. I was going to go into third person and show you where it was, but that did not work, did it? And you can see the difficulty here. There's no actual button, and it's just a window that pops up, and getting in the right position for that. So side turret, these are. Alright, so you got one remote turret there. You've also got a remote turret on the other side. Also got your scanning station. Second remote turret, so you've got 2 remote turrets. 2 scanning stations. Up a ladder instead of a lift. Right, on this floor, this is our gravity generator. The reason I came up with a lift is because we go up this ladder and this takes us to the upper turret. This man turret is a pair of size 5s. So it does make, like in the combat I was doing, if this is manned.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
So these are a pair of size 5s. On the Audrey, I've got a pair of size 5 attrition. In fact, all the guns on the Audrey are attrition. Because I like attrition. Alright, so that's a size 5, between size 5 turret. Get into the ladder. Around here, probably a lift. Now, this is where we'd have come up if we left from downstairs. Come through here, we've got the what is will be a drone room. We've got 2 drone operators. And it looks like 4 drones. Or space for 4 drones originally. So each of those brackets was holding a drone. At least that's what we understand. The drones would have been exited from the top. There is a from the top of the ship, there is actually that panel at the top that does open up. I wonder if we can open it. I don't think you can do anything from these at the moment.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
So can't open the ship up from there. But you got 2 stations here, which, as you can see, will also work as 2 positions. You could actually wonder if you could do engineering from here. The on switch, fine.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Alright, so there's our drone room. On this side, look down, we've got the... Oh, I can look into the drone room. And both sides of the ship are windows. Alright, then we come here, this is our computer room. Or server room. Again, nothing which we can interact with in here. No fuses, no components. We went around this way. That takes us down to our gravity generator down the bottom there. Down here. Over here, this is our locker. Gate pods. Once we go up here, go into the mess hall. We're going to go here. This room here used to be an airlock. In fact, it's still an airlock. That there is an external airlock to the roof. That will eventually change because they are, as I understand it, phasing out all the airlocks to the roof of ships because it's just too hard for NPCs to navigate. You've got our kitchen. And through here, on the left, we've got the captain's quarters. A lot of wasted space in here, really. Storage lockers. Bedroom where you can log out if you're not wearing a helmet. On this side you've got the crew quarters, and this is crew quarters for light on to 2, 4, and there are lockers. got the four storage spaces for the crew. And then we've got our toilet, bathroom. It always looks a bit dingy. As you can see, they haven't fixed the mirrors here, so in some ships when you come in here you'd see the reflection. But the reclaimer hasn't been touched up. So 4 showers. Pretty dingy. Back of a ship. So we've got the 2 docking collars, either where you try and where I was trying to dock at Levski. Complete with suit lockers side, 4 suits on each side. So you could have, you could have this set up for suits for high temperature, for low temperature, for with radiation. You could have 8 suits. It's only five crews, so you can have multiple suits, EVA type suits that would. This takes us to the salvage section, but I'll go down engineering first. So we walk around the engineering. I've got a little ladder here, little area around that little walkway. This little walkway just goes behind the lift. The lift tube. Ladder going back up on the other side. Right, and this does appear to be where components will be put. So there looks like there's a component access here. But at the moment we can't access it. Looks like there's another component access here. Come down here and we have an engineering station. I always get where the power on button is. But our engineering station. This is the Reclaimer's power plant, I do believe, from memory. It's bespoke and that is a capital power. Very similar, I think, to other ships I've seen. Aegis in the Idris's looks vaguely. Right, you can't get down here by the lift, but this is the lift access that would take you outside the ship. We got the ladder. The lift. And there's 2. Right, so we can walk up to salvage processing. We'll go up to salvage balcony first for the ship. So this is the top of the... Oh, dear me. Some salvage there I didn't realize I had. RMC. So this is the top salvage area. You can walk around and move stuff around from here, which makes it easier than trying to lift it over your head. Just drag it. Then we go down to salvage processing now. Salvage processing was the room we were looking down on. So there are two, basically, two big plants here. So we're carrying 91.3% construction salvage. That'll need to be recycled, and 7.79, which you use for pretty much everything in crafting. So at the moment we can craft in this. We can craft our multi-tool, screw hold, tractor beam attachment for the multi-tool. The cambio light attachment. So that's a small salvage attachment for the medical attachment for the multi-tool. The canisters for the full canisters or empty canisters. Things like, but since I have a tractor beam, double check that one. Yep, it's recycled, as I thought. Alright, and then down below, like you can see from a grill, that is the salvage storage. Now, a salvage storage does not appear to have, or the salvage hold does not appear to have, cargo grid. It is. I haven't seen it working. Well, it looks like it's got a cargo grid, but it doesn't seem to ever work when I put stuff in here. There's a lift at the back here, so you could actually drop stuff from upstairs and then drop it down outside. And as you can see, we were when we stood here, we were actually out of a ship, kind of got bad temperatures. We're actually kind of outside. The temperatures here do fluctuate on this ship. There's going to be a few holes. Then we've got the cargo hold, a regular cargo. But normally, if I was salvaging a ship, I would have gone through and put components and cargo in here. Weapons I usually put in salvage hold, especially size 4 up, because there's not enough room. So all the salvage bits are in the big bauble at the back of the reclaim, and all the regular cargo and living quarters and stuff are in the front part of the ship. Station. Always forget that when you hit just to hit the lift button, it doesn't take it to habitation. It takes you to salvage processing. Ugh. Brush good. Yeah. I said I've got an appointment at 30:12, so I do have to. Anyway, so this is the lift we avoided going up before. See where it comes out. We took the ladder upstairs, came out of here. So we took this ladder up. And you got 2 more escape pods here, so quite a few escape pods. just go to Ersky. Large hang. Right, so in the reclaimer, that big ball at the back of the ship, that's where all the salvage is. Cargo lift is in that front section. Engines, that flashing light on the top, that's the docking port. Thing phased out, like we are frozen. Yep, game has frozen. That might be the end of a stream. So I hope you enjoyed a little tour of a reclaimer. I hope you enjoyed you were here for the whole time. The one man taking on a caterpillar on a reclaimer and almost getting his butt kicked. And I hope you like what you saw. Like, subscribe, hit the bell if you're on YouTube. I don't know what you do on I don't know what you do on Twitch, but do what you do. Love having the support, and yes, the game has crashed. Desktop. Go back in. I won't go back in because checking the files. But that is clearly the end of my stream. So take care, guys. It was a pleasure. Good having you, and I will catch you guys